So I'm just making this quick little video to update my progress on what I've done with the car and such. I'm working on getting my power station next week. I just had a few bills that came up that were a little bit more important to pay. But next week I'm going to be getting the power station. I finally decided on the layout of the vehicle. This is going to be the definite layout of what I'm going for. The head of the bed where my pillows were used to be right here behind me. Now I've moved them back there. I just feel like it's a lot more comfortable to just sleep in a nook back there, a little bit more in the corner, I guess you could say. But look how nice that looks. That candle obviously is not going to be lit. It's just a decorative candle down there. This one right here. But look how nice and pretty that looks. How nice and inviting it is. And here we have our lights up here still. My little stickers. Little lantern. I got that from Dollar Tree. I got these lights from Walmart, Better Homes and Gardens. Creates a nice ambiance. You saw that in my last video that it did. Again, my power station and my refrigerator will go right there. I'm a little uncertain about what refrigerator I'm getting. I think I've settled on one. It will definitely fit here. I've used the tape measure to measure and make sure that they're both going to fit in that space that's right there. It will. So that's a relief. We have all of our window covers made. We're looking pretty good in here. I mean, it's slow progress. It's been a whirlwind with all of this. I should have been done with this by now. Unforeseen forces. I threw my back out at work, so that severely delayed this project. Couldn't work. I didn't want to use my vacation time or any of my sick pay or anything like that to cover the time, so I just went without pay for the time that I was out because of my back. So needless to say, right now with the money that I had to pay more important bills, and we will be getting the power station next week because guess what? An obvious notion is we cannot travel without heat. I cannot be running my vehicle. We need a power station. And then after that, I have to decide what kind of heater I'm getting. I don't even know. I've been looking on and off for a heater to get that's pretty good. If you guys have any suggestions on what kind of a heater would run pretty well on a 2400 watt power station, that would be really great. I'm not looking for anything big. Again, this is the amount of space that I'm working with. This is a car. It's not a van. So any suggestions would be great. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. If this video has been of any interest to you, you feel like you want to stay on the journey with me, my God, we still have so much to get. It's not really so much. It just seems like so much. It's like so close, so far away kind of thing. I'm excited about this, though. I found a tri-state marker that's up near Matamoros, Pennsylvania, that I would really like to go and see. It's the tri-state marker, obviously, for Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. I've already been to the Four Corners Monument. That was really cool. I loved that. My goal is to visit every tri-state marker that's available to see in the United States. We'll see. But definitely the tri-state marker. I do have a campground picked out that we will be going to, obviously, before we embark on an actual real adventure, just so that we could test everything out. There will be an upcoming cooking video. Could be this week, might be next week, early next week. We have to test out all of this stuff that we got to cook with. I mean, we have a 2-burner little stove, camping stove by Coleman. We have our propane for that, our little tanks. That what is it, the iron, the square, oh God, double iron flipper. Yes, double iron flipper. We have one of them. We have a frying pan. I mean, we have a rack to put over the fire to cook the chicken or whatever, beef. So, I mean, it's not like we're going to starve. It's just we have to test out these things before we hit the road, because I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be in the middle of nowhere and I'm like, oh, please, that's not the time to be finagling and guessing at things is in the midst of a road trip. I'd like everything to just go smoothly. The reason why I'm starting the car camping thing, everybody says, oh, well, it's for the freedom. Of course it's for the freedom. Also because I really like to travel, and I figure, you know, instead of wasting money on a hotel, I have a car here. Might not be a van or a minibus or anything, but it's still something that's can be converted. So save the money on the hotels, use that towards doing something fun and exciting. That's what I figure. And it just adds a little extra element of adventure to the road trip instead of, well, here I am at the hotel. Like, every once in a while we'll stay at a hotel. I mean, of course. But definitely not every single night. We have to learn how to rough it. And rough it is what I would like to do. I don't know if you would really call this roughing it, though. I mean, yeah, I don't really think that that's the right terminology, is roughing it. I mean, roughing it isn't exactly having a thick bed like this, or even being inside a vehicle with walls. Roughing it really would be me pitching a tent in the middle of the woods, building a campfire, and calling it a night. So, roughing it compared to normal living, I think maybe we could go with that. But yeah, I mean, I honestly just want a new sense of adventure. I mean, oh, a fly. I'm a pretty introverted person. I'm not the type to, you know, walk into a room and introduce myself and be that lively person. At work, I try to be sociable and lively and everything, and I feel like I am, because I feed off of the energy of the people around me, so I think that brings me out of my shell and everything. But once I'm not in that environment, I'm pretty much to myself outside of work. So I figure this is probably a good situation for me. It doesn't bother me to be alone. Confined spaces like this don't bother me. I have slept in my car in the past on road trips, but it doesn't count. I was only sleeping in the car at the rest stop for maybe like 2-3 hours at the most before I hit the road again, and all I did was just incline my seat, block up my windows, and throw a hoodie over my face and call it a night. So this is going to be real car camping, which I'm excited about. A new aspect, a new adventure. Hopefully get me a little bit better with talking about myself. I don't know. We'll see. We're almost there with it, though. I'm happy. I like it. It's cute. It works for me. We finally got the windows tinted that I had mentioned, I think, in my last video. The windows are pretty black. Pretty black. So, nobody's going to be able to see in here. I also have my window shades. We're all set. On that note, I did not even realize I was babbling for almost 10 minutes. I'm going to cut this video right now. If this has been of any interest to you, please subscribe to me. I'm just, you know, I'm just out here just documenting things. This way I figure when I get old, the neighbor keeps revving his engine and ruining my video. Let me get this out really quick. I figure that this vlogging thing will also come in handy for when I'm an old woman. I can look back on these videos and be like, hey, you know what? I remember when. So on that note, I'm cutting this short. He's revving the engine. He's going to ruin my dialogue anyway. I don't really have anything left to say. Goodbye. Please subscribe. Hang on tight for adventures. We're moving up in the world technologically. We're going to learn how to edit these videos better. We're doing it. My God, you're too loud. I hate you. Not you, the neighbor over there. Goodbye.